Hello and welcome to NewFilmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo. We're here at the South Park Center in downtown LA, and I'm here with Pablo Castro with his movie, The Contract. Let's take a look at the clip.
Why do you want to have children?
Because I feel like my life is incomplete. I look at my brother and my friends, and I wonder, why can't I have a family too?
We had a lot of problems during the adoption process and we are a bit traumatized.
Llegamos a un acuerdo.
Vamos a estar aquí montando este circo si tuviéramos la pasta para pagarnos el tratamiento en Estados Unidos.
¿Tú qué te creías? ¿Que se te iba a solucionar la vida dejando de ser maricón?
Pablo, thank you for being here. Thank you very, very much.
So happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. Thank you for your talent.
Thank you.
What an amazing journey you took me on with your film, The Contract. I loved it.
Thank you so much.
For those that haven't seen it, tell us a brief synopsis of your film.
So the story it's about a Spanish couple who can have kids through natural ways, and they decide to go for surrogacy. The problem is that in Spain surrogacy is not legal.
Yeah.
So naturally they contemplate several options. One could be like come to California to go for a surrogate mom, but didn't have the money because it's super expensive.
Yeah.
So they end up deciding to go to Russia because it's 5 times cheaper, very secure. They've been doing that for 20 years.
Yeah.
The problem is this couple is a gay couple.
Yeah.
And Russia, they don't get along well with gay people.
Yeah.
So what they do is one of them marries the sister of the other.
Yeah.
They apply for to get like a potential surrogate mom, and eventually the agency calls and say, yes, there is like a potential surrogate mom. Why don't you come to Moscow and have an interview with her?
Yeah.
So my short film explains the 3 days that this couple and this other guy, who we don't know who he is at the moment, go to Russia to interview this person. But during the interview, something happens that puts the real couple in danger, and they have to decide whether to tell the truth or not. And that eventually creates like a conflict in the couple.
I was just so involved in the story, you know, and I'm so glad that you created a story about what's really going on in the world as well.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's always important for us to understand what's happening and what we've got to overcome in this world as well. I think it's really great. For you personally, where did the inspiration come from in creating the story?
So it's a story based on the real experience of my best friend in Spain. I'm from Spain. And also I got inspired in this couple, but he's a gay guy with his boyfriend, but also my mom's best friend, who is like a woman. At the time, she was married to a man, but they share the same problem. And what they both couples had in common was all the suffering they had to go through during their adoption process, and also that both couples end up breaking up because they couldn't survive all this pressure and questioning that the institutions were putting on them. Pressure that couples who can have kids through a natural way, they don't have to go through. And I thought that was very unfair. So,
I see. I love it when you hear a story, and you know, it's obviously someone personal to you as well, and you've turned it into a movie, and then you know, you're teaching us, you're educating about the world we live in, but you're also giving people a bit of essence of hope as well, that you know still got work to do, you know, and you know, we're all kind of in it together as well, which I love.
To me, that's very important, and also because at the moment when I wrote the story in Spain, there was like a huge debate whether we should pass a law in favor of surrogacy or not, and I wanted to understand both positions, and so more that making a movie against or for one of the sides, I wanted to understand everybody's position involved.
And so, I mean, your cast were brilliant. You know, you really have to, really great.
Thank
You really have.
I can't believe it. Yeah.
I know. I was just like, everybody was perfect.
Yeah.
Like for that role, you know. And I think I was so invested in their relationships, and you know, I was on that journey with them. How was the casting process for you?
So it was like a miracle, like a dream come true.
Yeah.
3 of them are professional actors, Spanish professional actors who've been working forever, and the girl who plays the Russian girl, like is an actress from here, from LA. For the Spanish cast, I was lucky enough to, one of my executive producers was repped in Spain by the same one of them, but by the same guy who reps one of them.
Yeah.
And it was as easy as for my executive producer to approach him with a script. He loved it, and then the two other guys just, it was very easily for them to accept after this first guy got involved. Also because they love the material. But I don't know, it's one of those moments in which you have like a dream and it comes to you super easy.
Oh, isn't that the best? It must be the best for you as a director, you know?
To me, and I hope it happens
yeah.
again. I don't know.
I know, really, right?
Yeah, but they are so, they are perfect.
That it was, I was really, really in it. What was the biggest challenge you faced in creating this project?
So the biggest challenge, of course, was like the story happens in Russia.
Yeah.
But for a lot of reasons, we didn't want to go to Russia.
Yeah.
Part because we didn't have the money.
I felt that you took me to Russia.
In Russia. So it was to bring in, and so we shot it here in LA. So the biggest challenge was to bring Russia to here. The way that I decided to approach that challenge was like to go to the story and see what the story would demand. At the end of the day, my story focused on the relationship of these three characters and the Russian mom. Everything happens inside of a hotel. And we're living in a time in where it's globalization, like a standard hotel would look the same in LA that in Madrid, that in Moscow. So I just embraced the idea, and I didn't want to overdo Russia in LA. But definitely that was the biggest challenge, to come up with the idea of, okay, so how am I going to do this? I'm going to go over to Russia. I'm just going to embrace the idea that this is like a standard hotel that could be anywhere.
Well, I felt I was in Russia. You took me there personally.
Well,
I felt
the sound also helped it.
Yeah. But no, it was wonderful. You're from the beautiful España, which I love so much personally. What is it like to take obviously a great story that's from your country, and obviously you travel around and its story goes to Russia. You've been living in Los Angeles, and you put this film up, and then obviously NewFilmmakers LA's partnership with the Academy Awards, at the home of the Academy Awards, celebrating a really great month of Hispanic Heritage Month. What was your feeling like to have your film up there on possibly the best home of anywhere in the world, of any film festival?
I feel very humble, I'm very happy, I'm very proud, I'm very grateful. For me, this screening has been super, super special because it was the LA premiere. We premiered the short film almost like a year ago, but back in Spain, and we've been doing like a lot of festivals over there. But this was the first opportunity I had to share it with the team that helped me shoot it. And in this huge theater, the quality of the image is impressive, and you guys made such a special event. It was very humbling, it made me very proud also.
Yeah, you should be.
But very grateful to be surrounded by the people that helped me to make this movie. Well,
I'm happy it went that way for you, because I think what's so great is that, you know, when you advocate for a story, that is important, that we have to face, we have to look at, we have to focus. And when you can make a story in a short and then go out learning something new, understand a new perspective, that must be really powerful. You know, what has been your audience reaction in you know, so far?
They were like, even if it's a drama, they're like, I love humor, and I tend to play with humor. The people reacted so well, and I'm always very cautious, in part because it's like a foreign story, but also because it's a bilingual short film. They speak in Spanish, and when but since they are in Russia, where they're talking to the Russian mother, they're speaking English, but it's like such a broken English, just because we as Spanish, they we have like a very strong accent. So when I approach foreign audiences, I'm always very cautious. But they responded so well. They understood everything. They laughed at all the jokes.
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't be better.
It was great. I loved hearing the audience reaction last night. It was really
Yes.
wonderful. What is next for you, Pablo?
So there are like several things. On one hand, I'm working on my first movie as a director.
Great.
My wife, who is like a very talented TV writer, she is basically taking the lead on the script.
Keep it in the family.
Yes.
That's good, right? There you go.
And it's kind of a story also related with, it talks about the relationship in a couple too. I'm writing another short film and a web series. I don't know if it's going to be a web series on a regular dramedy, half-hour dramedy.
You got a lot going on.
Yes.
That's brilliant. Well, I love your talent. Thank you for bringing this to us today,
so
honestly, and please come back to us and
Thank you.
we're
I plan
great.
to.
Please, yeah. Mucho gracias for everything. España, we love this movie, The Contract.
Thank
If you
you.
haven't seen it, you must see it because it's a wonderful film and very important film as
Thank
well.
you
So
so much.
thank you so
Thank
very
you
much.
so
Thank
much.
you.